Hello there, my name is Jimmy Wikman, and in this video we're going to talk about a change that is happening in Atlassian Community. And that change is that they will basically take two different communities and smash it into one. So what we're talking about is the Confluence, since currently we have two different Confluence communities, one for data center and server is now dead, so it's just for data center, and the other one is then for cloud. And the idea here is that there are so few differences between the two products that it makes sense to smash them all together. So let's jump into the Atlassian community and check what they are saying and why they think this is a good idea. So here we are now in the Atlassian community, and this is an article then written by Monique, and they say that Confluence Cloud is merging with Confluence. So what will happen then is that they will have the two different communities and they will smash it together into one. And their motivation then for doing this is because having two collections of Confluence is redundant, and I'm not sure I actually agree, because there are changes or there are differences between the two products, but I'm guessing there are too few differences between the two platforms or the two products to actually have them separated. And because of that, then they think it makes sense to smash them all together into one. And it also says that it's easier to get your questions answered. And yes, to some degree, but to some degree it will also make less sense, because if I have a question that is only related to data center, for example, then probably I will not get any answers because they will drown in the cloud related questions. So I'm not really sure that one makes sense. So what will happen then if you use Confluence on-prem, then you can select data center as an option. And yes, that makes sense, and you can do that in many ways in the Atlassian community. But at the same time, how many people are actually filtering on that one today? And will it actually be available as a filter to just say that I only want to see questions about data center? And what happens if I don't select data center, but it's actually related to data center, and will it just drown? I'm not sure how many questions they actually get for data center, but I'm guessing that this one should be less than 5% if they're going to merge it together, because otherwise anyone who works with data center will just have everything smashed away, because it will be just drowned, because there's so many more people using Confluence for cloud. And for me, for example, who actually sit on multiple versions of data center and even server, that means that all the questions I have regarding security, for example, those will not be relevant for cloud in most cases. So it means that I will have less chance to actually have those kind of questions answered, unless people will actually have a very good way to filtering out everything that is related to data center. So I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I know that I will not do this change for my own community, for example, the Atlassian community at Elastic, because I think there are plenty of reasons to have this separated. And I don't think that the communities suffer from having two, because if people are posting in the wrong one, for example, which could be one of the reasons to not have it separated, that just means that people don't understand the product properly, and that one can easily be managed with a good moderating team to just say that this one is related to cloud only, so we should move that one to the cloud community, or this one is only for data center, so it should be moved to data center. So I'm not really sure how I like this one, or if I think this is a good idea. I guess it remains to see if this one will hurt the community for Confluence, or if it will actually benefit it, because it could be that they are absolutely right. There are too many people don't know where to post it, and many of the questions are the same, so it just looks like the two communities are a little bit empty. So I guess they can always split it if they see that there's a need for it in the future. But just so you are aware, this one will then be somewhere around March. So let me see, where do we have it? And we have till end of March to finalize the change. So if you are looking at one of these two communities and you're wondering where the heck did it go, then you know what is happening. They have merged them into a new one. So that was it. Tell me what you think. Is this a good move or a bad move from the community, and why? That will always be interesting to understand how you feel about it. But that's it for this video. I hope you found it informative, and I guess the only thing that remains for me to say at this point is that I hope that you will have an awesome day and a great week.